Hi, we are back. Thanks for staying with us and joining the phone now by Tom Djokovic. Tom's the CEO of XsunX Incorporated. XSNX is their stock symbol. Tom, always good to talk to you.
It's great to be back, Don. Thanks.
Well, now, Tom, we've been talking as of late about your movement into solar carports, solar truck ports. You've actually been able to add electric vehicle charging stations as part of this. It's been such an exciting development. What's the latest since we last spoke?
Well, Don, the solar canopy portion of the business is continuing to expand just like we anticipated. It's really a product group that really attracts customers. We're drawing a lot of interest and signing deals for it. And so, like you mentioned, we've added the solar carport, solar charging, electric vehicle charging, and now we're expanding again. We're looking at starting to add battery systems that we can incorporate into the commercial buildings to help them do what's called peak shaving, where we can, with certain customers, we can get them down into lower utility rate structures, and instead of saving them 50-60% on their utility costs, we could save them 85-95%. So we're excited about that move, and we're working hard to complete it.
It's got to be a tremendous sales presentation when you're able to outline all of these advantages and using a part of their operation, the parking lot that was so underutilized, turn it into a carport, turn it into a solar carport, add an electric vehicle charging station, add a battery backup. I mean, it's got to be probably the greatest sales presentation in history.
Well, yeah, it really is. What we're finding ourselves is we're not so much a solar energy sales, solar energy system sales company. We become more of an energy, a power management consultants, where you come in and you really work with the customer to help develop a plan and integration of more than one technology that really addresses how they use power and to really maximize the savings for them, so the investment pays off as soon as possible and really becomes a long-term win-win for them. And a very, very exciting space.
Now, when we were talking about this a couple, 3 years ago, and you were essentially putting solar panels on the roof of a building, you did run into some, I guess, resistance. Are you noticing that resistance, now that you're talking about solar carports, has virtually been eliminated?
Oh, yeah. Well, yes. I mean, if the customer, we typically have a couple of situations. Either they don't have enough roof area to incorporate enough solar, or they would prefer not to have it on their roofs. And so the solar carport acts, it's a path that we typically start with, unless the system is very, very small. Occasionally we get customers with very small bills, and they're looking for solar regardless, and it's just best, it represents the customer's best interest. You tell them to put it on the roof. But once we get to a certain size, 60, 70, 80 modules or more, then at that point we start really pushing, the opportunity and the benefits of the solar carport. And quite frankly, that's the marketing piece that they get, in the mail, and that's the reason they call. So, the degree of response and degree of actual converted sales is really revolving around the solar carport.
Exciting. Once again, XsunX is the company, XSNX is their stock symbol. Congratulations, Tom. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Don.